Okay, so for lesson number 27, here's what it says. It says 5.6 divided by 16. So that means that I have 5 and 6/10 divided by 16. So how would I set up the problem? Okay, the problem, well, number one, you have to make sure that you can do estimation just to check in your head. And it shouldn't be that difficult because you can have, for example, you can make this into, I'm kind of thinking it could be 6 or it could be 10, right? I mean, I just want to like to make it easy, right? So this would be 10 because it's just estimation, and then this one we can make it into 20, right? And so that's going to be roughly about, so if this would be 2 divided by 10, right, because you can just drop the 2, it's just basically would be 0.5, right, around there. So now let's see how that actually plays out when we're doing this. So now this number goes on the inside, that is the dividend, and then divided by, that's right, that's the division sign, and then the 16, which is the divisor, goes on the outside. So clearly you can't divide 16 by 5, so you're going to use the 56. Well, I know here the greatest challenge that we have when we're doing this is just like sometimes we don't know the multiplication tables, or we don't know how many times 16 will fit into 56. Well, let's go the times table. Let's create a structure. 16 times 1 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 16 times 3 is 48. And 16 times 4 is 64. All right, so let's just stop right there. This is a structure that we can create in math. It could be a table or the multiplication table because we're using 16. Right? Now, how many times then does the 16 fit in the 56? All right, well, it won't be 4 because we would go over, so it's 3. So we go 3 times 16. 3 times 16 is 48. So the 48 goes underneath the 56. And then you do the subtraction. So can you take away 8 from 6? The answer is no, so you borrow. Now, what's 16 take away 8? I just know that's 8. And that's that. I mean, we have a remainder, but not really. We can add a 0. And then we would put this here. And then we just know that it would fit more times. So 16 times 5. Okay, well, there we go. So then how many times can 16 fit into 80? And it's 5 times. See that? So it's 5. Well, the decimal point, I made an error. The decimal point, you need to respect it. It goes right there. And then you go 5 times 16 is 80. So 80 minus 80 is 0. Now, we need to verify because that is an important part of the process. So let's see if we can verify. So then you would verify by multiplying the 0.35 multiplied by 16. So 6 times 5 is 30. 0, you carry the 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21. And then you put the place value holder for the tens place. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. then you add that. These are the partial products. 0, 5 plus 1 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5. And then remember, you put the decimal point at 2 places, so it's 560. Now, is 560 the same as that? Okay, then we do have it. So what did I do? So I multiplied the quotient times the divisor. Here's the quotient. And then I multiplied it times the divisor. Okay, and then I verified that the answer is correct. So that's that.